everywhere else.
Right.
So it's like, it's insane. But Ohio State, NFL coaching gets you to the NFL.
Yeah.
So if you go there, chances are you're going to be the best version of yourself. And, that's just how it kind of is. So now the Big Ten will be decided by Ohio State, which I think is ranked 3rd or 4th. I think Clemson's ranked 3rd. But yeah, so Notre Dame and Clemson are going to play again. ACC championship. Clemson has to win that tiebreaker to stay in the playoff. Because if they lose, that's 2 losses to Notre Dame. Notre Dame's almost a guaranteed number 1 seed because they beat Clemson twice, and they were in the national championship game last year. Then Alabama just been dusting up the entire SEC. So Texas A&M, they're ranked 5th in the country, but they're not going to catch Alabama. They got beat by Alabama. And then Texas A&M just got their game canceled against Ole Miss. So a bunch of SEC games are being canceled. It's insane. And Buffalo University, the running back Jerron Patterson, who had 400 yards and 8 touchdowns last week, Buffalo University is ranked for the first time ever in school history. They're ranked 23rd or 4th now.
Where are they? Where is this?
Buffalo,
school?
New York.
Oh,
They're
okay.
called a Sunny school. They're one of CUNY. They're one of those schools in New York.
Good for them, honestly.
Yeah, I think they're like 6 or 7-0. So kudos to them. But when it comes to bowl games, Boston College opted out of a bowl game this year. They're just like, rather just be home with our families during the holidays. It's already enough stress. And this is the second year in a row they haven't played a bowl game. Because I think last year they're supposed to play Boise State, and then there was a thunderstorm in the middle of the game, so they canceled the game. But they were like, we were about to beat the shit out of Boise State. And Boise State was like, nah, no you weren't. But A.J. Dillon was running through Boise State's defense like a grown man. So I'm pretty sure Boise State would have probably got clapped by Boston College. But Boston College said, nah, man, we're not going to do this. Speaking of Boise State and the Mountain West announced that Boise State will not be playing any fall sports in the 2021 season in the Mountain West. They're leaving the Mountain West, which again, I'm telling you, the PC3 conference is coming. The West Coast football, all West Coast football conference is coming. Boise State's is going to get some of those ad dollars and revenue dollars. They want to leave the Mountain West.
Yes, they do.
They have offers from other schools. Boise State just needs to be a Pac-12 school in football. Like, get money where you can, and there's plenty. But you can bring back baseball.
If it's just Boise State, though, do you think they take Boise State
Hell yeah.
only, or does that have to drop a school from the Big 12?
No, the Big 12's trash.
Sorry, Pac-12.
No, the Pac-12 could just say, fuck it. We're just going to become...
The Pac-13?
No, we're going to... Well, shit. No, you just become the PC3, like I said. The Pacific... What was it? I don't even remember.
PC-13.
The Pacific Coast Championship Conference. The PC3.
PC. We're just a gang over here now, whatever.
Yeah,
but
don't like put your fingers up though.
I mean, the rest of the Mountain West is kind of trash. I mean, sometimes they're competitive, but for time in, time out, it's Boise State, and they could be. I think they deserve more revenue for sure, but they definitely. They're the winners in the Mountain West all the time. Maybe Fresno State sometimes sometimes comes up, and
Hawaii would be best suited if they were just adopted by the Pac-12.
Yeah, but everything's hard in Hawaii. That's 5 hours away.
Yeah, but the Hawaii rule goes: if you play Hawaii, you can play 14 games. Normally, you only get 13.
Okay.
And Hawaii has to travel all across the country, and if they could just stay on the West Coast and play none but West Coast teams, under the conference. Under the guise, the umbrella of the PC3, you're playing a Pac-12 school, and you're also playing formerly a Mountain West school. Like, they could break it down into regions.
Yeah. And
say, okay, but these are the original schools. Like, this is the Southwest, this is the North, or the Northeast, or whatever.
Would it be cruel for Hawaii to be a visitor up in like Washington or Seattle or something like that?
No, that's fair. They've played each other before. I think they beat Washington when Cole Brennan and Hawaii had that magical season where they went undefeated in the regular season, but then got curb stomped by Matthew Stafford and Noshawn Moreno and AJ Green. And the Sugar Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And Georgia had those all-black uniforms, and they broke those out. But, yeah, if Boise State leaves the Mountain West, that's a lot of credibility that you're losing.
Yeah.
That just leaves me one less reason why I want to watch, even if San Jose State is good.
I think Mountain West is starting to crumble, to be honest, in football. But
They
whatever.
are, and they should just be devoured by the Pac-12. And you say, look, we're going to make a monster conference deal. You get to keep your archival shit, but we are the PC3. Like, it just makes too much sense. And I'm mad no one's saying, nah, fuck that. Let's just combine. And you don't have to file bankruptcy. We'll find out there's tax codes they can get around.
To get some COVID relief.
We'll just become a West Coast power and say, hey, Texas, eat a dick. Congratulations. All the Big 12 schools are trash. Oklahoma, which it's a joke that they're ranked 11th, but they've already lost 2 or 3 games this year. But they're supposed to play Iowa State in the Big 12 championship game. Those 2 teams already played each other. So it's like, Iowa State's ranked 9th. So it's like, okay. So I'm watching the Big 12, which only has 10 teams, and these 2 teams have played each other twice already.
Yeah.
Like, that's dumb. And then they're going to get ranked in the top 10. Oklahoma State's no good. Texas is awful. All these teams in the Big 12 are trash, but Texas has so much money. They have almost more money than God, definitely more money than the devil. So Texas could be its own thing. Oklahoma could eventually be its own thing. Literally, they got sued because they had the Texas Longhorns network, and no other Big 12 school had their own network inside of the Big 12, separate from the Big 12. So, yeah, this Boise State opting out of the Mountain West is going to be huge news. Y'all need to pay attention to it. And I'm telling you, when the Pac-12 and the Mountain West say, let's just combine on some Venom type shit.
Now, is Boise State ever as dominant being completely in the Pac-12?
They've beaten Oregon a gang of times.
Yeah, but
they've run through Pac-12 schools by a lot. But there's a test scores. You can get test scores up. You can raise academic standards. That's not hard. You can still get the same athletes. Hell, Arizona's a party school. Arizona State's a party school. Some of their majors are great that they're known for. Boise State plays the same schools that these Pac-12 schools play.
I've partied on Mill Ave a couple times. Believe me, Arizona State. For real.
San Diego State is playing in technically an NFL stadium, or used to be, and could be better. And they've put people in the NFL. And the Mountain West has put more people in the NFL than some conferences. Big conferences. So that's just me. It makes sense. But Pete's probably yelling at the phone right now, telling me to get off
Get
this.
off college.
But, so Shane Beamer, shout out to nepotism, by the way. But, yeah, West Virginia, Oklahoma got canceled because of COVID outbreak. Shane Beamer, who's an assistant at Oklahoma, and he's the son of legendary Virginia Tech head coach Frank Beamer, will be the head coach at South Carolina. Yay for nepotism, I guess. Assistant coach, son of a coach at Oklahoma. Oklahoma's getting their assistants poached because when you put 3 guys in the NFL at quarterback and they're the top pick, that kind of says something. Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield. Who else am I missing? There's the 3rd guy. But, yeah, 3 guys.
Sam Bradford?
No, it's too far back. But it was Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and, yeah, I can't believe I'm forgetting the 3rd guy. Oh, Jalen Hurts.
Hurts. Okay.
So 2 guys were the number 1 overall pick, and Jalen Hurts, who's playing in the NFL, was a second-round pick.
This weekend against the Saints.
Yeah, so it's like...
I hope he fucks up because I got the Saints defense.
If you put 3 quarterbacks in the NFL... and receivers in the NFL, and you're an assistant coach.
Yeah, but where was Jalen Hurts before, though? He was a transfer, was he not?
Yeah,
was he at Ohio State?
Yeah, but he was at Alabama.
Oh, Alabama, and then Tua took over because he got injured?
Yeah, and then he just knew, Tua's the guy. You can't stay. So he did great things in that one season at Oklahoma to garner being an NFL quarterback.
Wasn't he a Heisman nominee, or at least talked about for a little while in the season?
Yeah, for a couple seasons.
What about the 1 year that he was with Oklahoma?
He was a starter.
Yeah, was he not in the Heisman?
He was a Heisman finalist with Oklahoma. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And he won some awards, but it's that's how it goes. But yeah, we'll see what Shane Beamer's going to do with South Carolina because they got talent. That's not an issue. He's the son of a coach. we'll see how that goes. Because I had never heard of his name before until now. So we shall see how that goes. But, I'm not going to hate.
Oh, man. Hate.
I promise I won't hate. But I will say shout out to nepotism and congratulations to him. Are you guys ready for the last bit? Oh, yeah. LSU's imposing a 1-year postseason ban on themselves starting this year because, A, they're trash, and B, why not ban yourself from the postseason this year? Because they've had a bunch of allegations against them, and they're probably going to get hit with some heavy sanctions from the NCAA. So schools will self-sanction and punish themselves to pretty much be like, okay, don't come down so hard on me, NCAA, which is kind of a joke, seeing as how everything that's been happening. But it is what it is. And the SEC re-signed a 10-year deal with ESPN to broadcast all their games. And they're going to have the schedules out even faster and sooner. So the SEC is making big, stupid bank, $100 million deal with ESPN for the next 10 years.
It's like NFL 2.0.
Yep.
Share the wealth.
And I'd rather watch some SEC games than some NFL games, if we're being honest.
Sometimes, yes.
Yes. So, last bit of college football news. They called it the Mormons versus the Mullets. The game that was never supposed to happen, but it did, and we didn't know it was going to be that good. BYU, who was then ranked 13th, spoiler alert, played against the formerly 18th ranked Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. I still don't know what a Chanticleer is. I don't know.
Just something with a mullet, probably.
Is it like something that Sia was singing in her song Chandelier, and she accidentally said Santa Claus and they just left it in?
Possibly.
Whatever. Who knows? But anyway, Coastal Carolina beat BYU in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, last week. On a pretty much like the last play of the game. It was like a Hail Mary that got caught at the 2-yard line, and they stopped it 1 yard short. Something out of like the Rams Titans Super Bowl years ago.
Oh, by the thread of the grass.
Yep. Shout out to Mark Jones, wherever you are, and sorry, Kevin Dyson.
That was a great game.
It really was. It still plays back great.
Yeah,
now.
I remember I was a kid when that was out. I was just out with my old man at some party, and like that was great. Like Steve Kerr. Sorry, it's not Kerr. Steve.
Dick Vermeil was the head coach for the Rams, and he who shall not be named, Jeff Fisher, was the head coach for the Titans.
Yeah. Oh God, jeez, right? Damn. Was that the miracle in?
That was the year of the miracle, the Tennessee, the Music City Miracle.
Music City Miracle, yeah, the Music City.
They swear it was Frank Wycheck threw the ball forward. Look at the trajectory of the ball. The Bills got screwed.
I watched that.
Allegedly.
I was like, I don't know about that call, but whatever.
Yeah, I guess we'll just let that go because we've never seen it before.
Right.
But so they beat BYU, and they're probably going to be the only Power 5 school that gets a New Year's Day bowl. Which in the BCS era, it was like,
Rose Bowl,
okay,
right?
no, they're not gonna play Rose Bowl, but that'd be crazy if they made it to the Rose Bowl and USC didn't. I would throw money.
Well,
at.
traditionally, it's usually the big
It's
Big
a big
Ten
Pac-12.
and Pac-12, right? Traditionally,
But the teams are so bad. You want to see USC versus Northwestern? Iowa bitch slapped USC last year. I don't want to see Indiana come in and just clap USC. Like, come on now.
I would lose my shit.
yeah.
You would. I know you would. And you'd be right to. Like, Indiana just came here and just bitch slapped USC in their own house. I mean, it's technically UCLA Stadium, but we all know the Rose Bowl is USC's house. They've won more Rose Bowls than anybody. I still don't. I find the Rose Bowl parade totally boring, and I find other shit to do that day.
Yeah.
I'm either
It's just
hungover.
tradition, dude. That thing's been around.
I'm either hungover or about to start drinking. New Year's Day.
That was something from like the Roaring 20s, 100 years ago. So
It's like, bro, we don't really need this, but okay, this is a lot of wasted taxpayer money, but sure.
it's virtual parades this year, probably.
Thank God.
On a Zoom
They
call.
canceled it.
With Zoom, the Rose Bowl.
Zoom it. That's why. Here's the float I made. Put on a shirt.
I was like, yeah, make sure you have pants on before you stand up there. All right.
Just a fucking flower onesie.
Oh God.
Dude, people wait outside for that shit for way too long.
Yeah, my wife works at home, and she's just like, yeah, everybody just has their microphones off except for the new person who wants to make themselves known. It's like everybody's just like, drinking coffee.